These are devotions for people at a social distance. Today, my devotions took me again to the book of Revelation, which I think I opened with some trepidation during this troubling year. But here you have it. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. Then I looked, and there was the Lamb standing on Mount Zion, and with him were 144,000 who had his name and his father's names written on their foreheads. So we have the followers of Christ, the followers of God, with that name emblazoned on their forehead. And an interesting parallel that I never really thought about before, but just 9 verses later, Revelations 14:9, then another angel, a third, followed them, crying with a loud voice, those who worship the beast and his image and receive a mark on their foreheads or on their hands, they will also drink the wine of God's wrath, poured unmixed into the cup of his anger. So we have two groups of people on opposite sides, apparently. The followers of Christ, the followers of the Lamb, the followers of the beast, and both have the name emblazoned on their forehead. And just that parallelism, it never struck me before necessarily. I'm not sure I noticed it before, but boy, did it strike me this year. Now, I've never taken that writing on the forehead literally, but it's this wonderful figure, I think, of, where, openly displaying where your allegiance lies. And the idea that, and I, it's, in that sense, it's something that really kind of makes sense right now. We're seeing the extreme partisan division, especially in the United States right now, where you had this huge protest where followers of Donald Trump showed up in Washington and just, denying what seems to be the absolutely clear reality that he has lost an election, and just sort of openly proclaiming that the only thing that matters is their allegiance to him. That's what I think it means to have the name emblazoned on the forehead. And I'm not one necessarily to want to emblazon my allegiance to any party or even necessarily to Christ on my forehead. I'm inclined to keep a lot of this private. So the whole language sort of makes me feel uncomfortable. But I'm thinking of it this way. As we live in these sharply divisive times, it is so easy for us to hook onto something, some figure, some idea, and emblazon that on our forehead and say, this is who we are, this is who we live for. And it's really, really important that we choose the right thing. And where is the power of the Lamb to be found in this world? Is it to be found in denying reality? Is it to be found in threats or violence? No. It is to be found and grounded in the nature of Jesus Christ. If we have to choose, even to our own cost, which name will we emblazon on our forehead, becomes a really important really important question in divisive times like this. Gracious God, let us choose right, whom we shall follow, to whom our life is dedicated. Let us choose well and wisely. Amen.